Good evening. Thank you for all being here and sharing this special night with us. I'm Deb Locke, and this is my husband, Trevor. We feel the love from so many people who have been by our side throughout this, and appreciate everyone who are being here supporting us and the American Lung Association. I decided to volunteer at this event last year, and saw firsthand how important this organization is and how much it has helped us in our situation, and immediately wanted to get more involved. Never did I, or we, think we would be up here and on stage in front of 600 people telling our story, but we agreed to do it because this organization helps save lives and means that much to us. It's only through the support of folks like you at events like this that help make that possible. Believe me, your support is needed now more than ever, especially in these times of uncertainty that we're living. That's why I'm so happy to be here with you all, and I'm so proud to be here with my husband. A lot of times people give these speeches at events like this and speak about their loved ones in past tense. Not me. I am so grateful to stand up here with my husband and tell you our story together.
Good evening. Thanks again for all being here. About 2.5 years ago, I began experiencing shortness of breath and pain in my side while on vacation. I went to urgent care, but they couldn't figure out what was wrong after several visits. My doctor ordered an x-ray, which revealed that my left lung was covered with fluid. I was told to go immediately to the ER. While in the ER, the pulmonologist told me that he was going to give me a thoracentesis right there in the room to drain the fluid off my lung. And in most cases, the color of the fluid could help identify the cause. All I heard, red typically means cancer. As I sat on that table holding Deb's hand, I'll never forget the look on her face as that red fluid began to fill the 2-liter bag. Everything froze. Time stops. The mind goes blank. Everything had changed. How could this be happening, I thought. I was healthy. I was active. I'd even completed a few half marathons. What followed was a whirlwind of tests and appointments, and each meeting brought more bad news and more uncertainty. The diagnosis, stage 4B lung cancer, with metastases to my brain and bones. The hardest part of it all was telling our sons. How do you explain something like this to your kids? I was terrified, not only for myself, but for them and what it meant for our family. But I'm here tonight. So are both my boys, Sibyl and Henry.
Everything was kind of a blur while in the hospital. We heard a lot of medical terms and how to Google most, and then got trained on a pleural catheter so that when we got home, we could drain that fluid from Trevor's lungs and provide him some relief. It was all very overwhelming, to say the least, trying to take it all in. But the realization was, when Trev was struggling, I was the strong one, and when I was losing my mind, Trevor was lifting me up. But as Trev mentioned, the news just kept getting worse and worse, and we felt defeated. While in the hospital, we had a social worker who told us we could opt out of any treatments and go home and get our things in order, since his time was limited and the treatments are so harsh. Then the neurologist came in to give us another option to start radiation on Trevor's brain, but explained he would still need chemo on his body to cure the other cancers. But again, the side effects were just too much. We decided not to do without seeking other opinions. Then we got a bit of advice from some of our cheerleaders to use our network, so I posted on Facebook. The outpouring of support was amazing. Friends were urging us to seek more opinions, explore clinical trials, reaching out to specialists for us, even getting us into MD Anderson. And that's when a neighbor friend connected us with her mother, an executive at the University of Colorado's Lung Cancer Research Center. She introduced us to Dr. Ross Kamich, the director of thoracic oncology, and we had a virtual meeting with him the next day. That conversation gave us something we hadn't felt since the diagnosis, hope. Dr. Kamich explained the additional genetic testing could determine if Trevor had a mutation that could be treated with targeted therapy. It wasn't a cure, but it would prolong his life and allow us more time together. He encouraged us to enjoy every moment, and for the first time, we felt like we had the beginning of a plan.
That meeting with Dr. Kamich changed everything. It gave us hope when we needed it the most. After that, we sought out the best care possible. I was fortunate enough to be connected with Dr. Chow Wong at KU, who confirmed that I did in fact have the ALK mutation. It's also a game changer. I will always be grateful that I have Dr. Wong and his team fighting for me. This mutation meant my treatment could start with targeted therapy, which treats blood with high-potency pills instead of traditional chemotherapy or radiation. I started on the first one called Electahib, and initially it worked well, allowing us to continue life, plan a trip to Portugal for our 20th wedding anniversary. But scans after that trip showed the cancer had grown again. The drug we had hoped would work for at least 18 months lasted 4. Yet there was another option, a 3rd-generation targeted therapy called lorlatinib. I started the treatment, and it took months to find the right dose, and at times it felt unbearable with the side effects. But eventually, I found a balance and began to feel like myself.
Then last April, Trevor got really sick. He was hospitalized for a total of 17 days, and there were moments when I didn't think he was coming home. Doctors thought he might have sepsis or a fast-spreading form of the cancer in his lung, but he was eventually diagnosed with histoplasmosis, which he contracted likely due to his weakened immune system. 2 incredible nurses, Sydney and Piper, who are here with us tonight, went above and beyond to care for Trevor. Because of their dedication, he avoided the ICU and was able to return home with oxygen to recover. We will forever be grateful for them and what they did for us.
It's been almost 2.5 years since my diagnosis, and we've made incredible memories. Seeing my son Emil graduate and start KU, seeing my other son Henry through his milestones in high school, both academics and sports, visiting Italy, celebrating my 50th birthday, and being here with all of you tonight. Time is the most precious gift. Time is the most precious gift, and I've been blessed with time I didn't think I'd have. But it's not just luck. It's because of science, research, and advocacy. It's because of you. Every single one of you being here tonight contribute to the work towards saving lives like mine. Every dollar raised tonight goes directly towards funding groundbreaking research. And it's because of organizations like the American Lung Association that targeted therapies like mine exist. These funds give scientists the tools to develop new treatments and help families like ours turn incurable into manageable. Please, if you can, give generously tonight. Your contributions will help save lives, extend precious time, and bring hope to families facing the unimaginable. And I hope hearing our story sheds some light on the wins that we are celebrating tonight and the work that we need your help with. Thank you for listening to our story, for supporting this cause, and for giving families like ours a chance to keep making memories.